This is KTSM 9 News Today.
Well, good morning, and thank you for choosing KTSM 9 News Today. I'm Andrea Chacon.
And I'm Jay Russell. It's Monday, July 5th. It's feeling good out there right now. I thought we were off today.
I know, right? Me too. I got here and there was no cars.
I showed up to work and I said, oh my gosh. I said, all my friends and family are nice at home.
I know.
It's sleep right now, but we're happy to be here.
But you know what? Actually, as I was driving to work, there were a lot more cars out there than normal.
There were.
So I think people were barely heading home from their 4th of July celebration.
Oh my gosh. That makes it even worse. They're doing that.
Did you get to pop any fireworks last night?
I didn't do any fireworks. I just chilled out. But driving to work today, I heard fireworks. I don't know if we can hear them from the KTSM studios right now. So I feel like people are having fun out there, but there's a couple of rules that you do want to follow. We're going to get straight into the news right now. The 4th of July celebrations were well underway yesterday at Wet n Wild. The show started at 9 and crowds of people gathered to watch the fireworks display. Now, this was just many of the fireworks that were shown all across the county. Now, although the 4th of July may be over, many in the borderland may still have plans to pop those fireworks. Well, just a big reminder to you, if you want to shoot off those fireworks, it is illegal to set them off in the El Paso city limits. But you can set off the fireworks in the unincorporated areas of the county. According to El Paso County Judge Ricardo Samaniego, the amount of rain El Paso saw in the past week contributed to the decision of allowing fireworks this 4th of July. But fireworks with stick and fins are still prohibited.
And it's no secret that Las Vegas is one of the favorite destinations for borderland residents. Now locals who make the trip to Sin City on business or vacation don't have to leave behind the great Mexican food we all enjoy here at home. KTSM 9 News' Tim Gutierrez tells us about a Las Vegas restaurant that serves up El Paso Juarez cuisine almost 1,000 miles from our border.
Border food del Paso.
It's called Juarez El Paso Border Food, a name which sticks out in the bright lights of Las Vegas, Nevada. El Paso Juarez native Pedro Mata and his wife started the restaurant after realizing the Sin City didn't really have real Mexican food, especially not like that found in the borderland.
There wasn't any of that type of food because we believe that everything out here it's really Americanized, you know.
For the Mata family, the recipe for success was simple. Quality, authentic Mexican food packed with flavor, using ingredients from back home, literally.
I bring a lot of flour tortillas, and that's not the only items that I actually bring from El Paso area. I bring chiles from New Mexico, cheese, turkey tail, which doesn't exist out here. It's another one of our specialties. The meats that we offer are the most common ones back home. Yeah. We can't go without barbacoa, chile colorado, deshebrada, which are 4 of our main ones.
Being in Vegas, the restaurant sees all types of people from all over the world. But not surprisingly, a large percentage of clients have ties to El Paso and Juarez.
If they could compare, they would compare you to Chico's Tacos. Is that a fair comparison?
All of my friends, childhood friends, we grew up on Chico's.
Yeah, okay.
Every Friday night, Saturday night, didn't matter when. We frequented the Dyer restaurant. My entire family, anytime one of us went out to El Paso for whatever reason, we had to come back with so many orders of Chicos. We had to. We could not come back without so many of them. So, then we began to, let's try it. Let's make it. Let's serve it for our family. Let's try it. And we did. And now we have that same type of following.
An establishment hundreds of miles from El Paso Juarez, whose owners are clearly proud of the place where they grew up.
They compliment me as far as saying they've never had Mexican food like that. And I tell them, if you go to El Paso, you will.
Tim Gutierrez, KTSM 9 News.
Delicious. And if you're ever in Vegas, owner Pedro Mata invites you to stop by to enjoy their typical borderland food. You can find them on Facebook under Juarez El Paso Border Food.
The time is 5:05 right now, and Andrea, before we get to weather, I have to say I'm really embarrassed. I just learned from that story, that's how you're supposed to eat the rolled tacos. It's supposed to be a lot of sauce in there, and then what I did is I poured a little bit of salsa on it, and then I was eating it. And that's why I wasn't going back there, because I said, oh, it's so hard. I just learned right now.
So are you telling me you're going to go back to Chico's and try it another time?
I got to go back to Chico. I'm watching the story like, so this is how you're supposed to eat it the whole time.
Well, let me know how that goes for you. Let me know if you like it, and we'll go from there.
Looks delicious. Looks delicious. But the weather, how's that going to be looking for today?
Well, the weather's looking delicious as well. We have very nice, mild temperatures right now in the borderlands. 75 degrees. Those winds staying rather calm at 6 miles per hour. Now today, we are going to see some more scattered showers here in the borderland. Now those rain chances have been sticking with us for quite a while now. We're going to continue to see this monsoon pattern for the next couple of days before we see a break from the rains. Now in Las Cruces, we're looking at 75 degrees as well. Westerly winds at 10 miles per hour. That humidity at a 60%. Across the region, we're looking at 73 degrees right now in Juarez, 72 in Deming, 67 in Silver City, 72 in Alamogordo, and sticking to the 50s in Ruidoso and Cloudcroft. Now overall, we're staying in the 70s throughout most of the region at the moment. Now today we are expecting to heat up quite a bit as we head into the later hours. Check this out, by 8 o'clock we're going to be at around 78 degrees, 80 degrees by 9 a.m., 84 by 10 o'clock this morning, and I'll let you guess to see if you can figure out how hot we're going to be today, because I don't know about you, but yesterday was pretty warm in the borderland, and let me give you a hint. Today is going to be pretty close to where we were at yesterday. So this is what's going to be going on. We have some scattered showers remaining in the borderland. We've got a low pressure system and a high pressure system working together. Now keep an eye on that low pressure system, because later in your full forecast I'll go ahead and tell you what that low pressure system is going to do to our temperatures later on in the week.
Thank you, Andrea. I'm going to put my guess in right now. I'm thinking it's going to be around 89 to 90, but we'll see. Now, moving on to some news, to an update now on that deadly four-vehicle collision on Montana and East El Paso. The person who died has been identified by the El Paso County Sheriff's Office as 58-year-old Ernest Sines. Authorities say that one person is in custody as a result of the investigation of the collision that killed Sines on the left and 6 others injured. The crash is still under investigation. We will update you on air and online as more information becomes available. And now to news at the border. DPS assisted Border Patrol agents in the apprehension of 8 people in Big Bend, part of Texas. DPS was needed as rough terrain wouldn't allow for motor vehicles to pass. Authorities say that they saw drug smugglers backpacking with bundles of narcotics. The group was apprehended and 8 bundles of marijuana were discovered at the time, totaling 481 pounds.
And back at home in local consumer news, rental prices higher than at the start of the pandemic here in El Paso. According to an analysis done by STESA in March of 2020, the median cost of rent was $1,094 per month, and a year later, rent in El Paso had increased to $1,169. Now that is a 6.9% increase in rental prices. As for the changes seen over the past year for the entire United States, STESA found that the median rent in March 2020 was $1,739 and went down in March of 2021 to $1,716. And meanwhile, El Paso City Council will be considering awarding a $12.7 million bid for downtown improvements during Tuesday's meeting. 6 bids were made to the city for the project, all from local vendors. The bid is to improve roadways and landscapes along Campbell, Kansas, Oregon, Father Ram, and 6th Avenue. Now, this would be a $1.8 million project. Some of the improvements would consist of lighting, sidewalk, curb gutters, ADA needs, among others. Most funds for the project come from the Federal Highway Administration. Now, the rest comes from certificates of obligation issued in 2009 and from El Paso Water. And it is 5:09. Coming up, the nation celebrates July 4th, and the country looked much different from 2020.
Then, as Tropical Storm Elsa arrives, the Florida condo was demolished. What does this mean for the search and rescue teams out there? Stay with KTSM 9 News Today.
You're watching KTSM 9 News Today with Andrea Chacon, Jay Russell, and forecaster Selena Quintana. If you have a news story, call our hotline now, 915-533-KTSM. Reach us via social media or email us at news@ktsm.com.